Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Winter 2025 WIHSEA Twitch stream. Today, we have the quarterfinals kicking off in all three divisions of Rocket League. Our match of the week today, number 11 Mukwonago Indians, not the Braves, Indians, versus number 3 Waukesha West Wolverines in a quarterfinal match to determine which one of these two teams represents Division 1's upper bracket at state. I am your fellow WIHSEA commentator, Andrew Jr. Pleased to be joining you all on today's broadcast to project this amazing matchup between an underdog story and a team with a lot of playoff experience looking to return to a state championship event. Without wasting any more time, let's get into the notes for these two teams. Starting with the Indians, starting lineup consists of Pablo Javiolito, a champion 2, Ben Calm Lou Benja, a champion 2, and Trevin Fade Soap, a champion 1. That's their other third rotational player that they like to have in the lineup, Mukwonago, that is. We haven't seen a lot of Fade Soap throughout the entire season, so that's definitely been a little bit of an inconsistency for the Indians, as usually Bronco takes that third place, third man role, excuse me. Some fun facts about Mukwonago to kick us off. Approximately 1,700 students, over 150 staff. Their first robotics competition, their team is Team 930. They've run multiple regional competitions in this robotics competition, and they were a finalist for the 2019 championship. Football program, we all know how great Mukwonago is at football. They won the 2004 state championship after an undefeated season. Other sports state championship wins for the Indians include girls swimming in 2011, 2012, 2013, girls cross country in 94, boys cross country in 1964 and 1966, boys track in 1964, and they also have a Save Promise Club where students against violence everywhere. So they have Nickel Wars organized to support Make-A-Wish. The Nickel War essentially is which classroom can donate the most nickels. And according to their Facebook page, last December, they raised over $1,800. So that's an incredible, initiative to have for a program like that, just to save up nickels to, donate to the Make-A-Wish people who, may have been exposed to some sort of violence or something like that. But it's a great cause for Make-A-Wish. It's a greater effort for Mukwonago to really do something like that. That's very amazing. Touches the heartstrings of many of the viewers watching. If they have a loved one out there who has a specific disease or something, this is just a great cause to support if you're Mukwonago. Moving on, their winter 2025 season sat 7-7 overall record, 25, and it should be 25-21 record. Apologies for that. Week 1, matches 1 and 2, win versus Wausau West featured on stream. We did see that. So Mukwonago's first ever Rocket League matchup was a 3-0 win against Wausau West. A win versus Eau Claire North to cap off week 1. Week 2, lost to Waukesha West in the regular season early, 3-1. But a bounce back win against Green Bay Southwest 3-0. Week 3, win against Madison West, a tough 3-2 victory. And a loss to Elkhorn 3-2. And, considering they went this far against Elkhorn, who now is a top contending team in Division 1, second seed to be exact, they'll play Sheboygan South today. That's an incredible testament to how, competitive Mukwonago can be at the highest moments. Week 4, they lost to Chippewa Falls. It was featured on stream. Couldn't really get anything going against Chippewa Falls, who, is motivated to get back into that state atmosphere that they were at last year when they captured the Division 1 championship. A loss to Waukesha South via forfeit, but then a win via forfeit against Bayport to start week 5, and then a loss against Sheboygan South to end it. Week 6, win against Cedarburg, loss against Case Walden, 3-1. They did take a game off of Case Walden. And in fact, ladies and gentlemen, that is the only game I believe that Case Walden has dropped all season. So that in and of itself is impressive. And then finally, week 7, a win against Horlick and a loss against New Richmond 3-0. However, the week after losing to New Richmond, Mukwonago shocked pretty much everybody who made Division 1 predictions for Winter 25 playoffs, and they won against number 6 New Richmond 3-1 in convincing fashion. So that was a shocking upset for sure. And they're here and they're going to take on another amazing team in Division 1 in Waukesha West. So Waukesha West starting lineup consists of Erks Fire, Banan Man, and Swerves. In Winter 23, this team went 5-3 overall, 18-13 game record. They finished third in their conference. They earned the third seed. And on their quest in Division 2, they took out Racine Park and they beat New Richmond in a 3-2 quarterfinal, which had a 9-minute game 5 where it was a 4-minute overtime, and AJ Orange for Waukesha West was able to put in the dagger to send the Wolverines to state to take on Shauna, which unfortunately they lost. Shauna was, pinned as one of the best teams in Division 2, but just making state is such a big accomplishment for these schools. And, Waukesha West tried to do that in Winter 2024. They earned the second seed in Division 1. They moved up divisions. They beat Port Washington in the first round. However, Whitefish Bay pulled off what I think is one of the greatest upsets in WIHSEA history, Rocket League history, by beating Waukesha West 3-1 in the quarterfinal. So, Waukesha West has been to the highest of highs. They've also suffered some of the lowest of lows when it comes to, just trying to make state and, trying to stay consistent with the playoffs. In this season, however, they have been excellent once again. With the doubleheader format, it's benefited them quite nicely. 13-1 overall record, 40-7 game record. Number 3 seed in the playoffs this year. They've got some big time wins in the yellow. You can see some of those big time wins against Sheboygan South, Mukwonago, New Richmond, Hartford Union. That's a big one because Hartford Union just upset Slinger. Slinger is also a big one because they're a solid team in Division 1 as well. And, their one blemish is they lost to Rural Virtual Academy 3-1, who they could see in the playoffs again if both were to make state. That is, if Waukesha West is able to walk out of here against Mukwonago and RVA is able to defeat Chippewa Falls, which is going to be a tough matchup for them. Week 6, it rounds out with the Brookfield Central and West Pure wins, and in Week 7, wins against Stevens Point, Appleton North. Waukesha West defeated Green Bay Southwest in the first round this season. And now they take on Mukwonago in the quarterfinals. As far as a prediction for me, ladies and gentlemen, I want the unpredictable to happen. I want to see Mukwonago walk out of here with this win. It's not going to be in convincing fashion against Waukesha West because Waukesha West is, a little bit higher on the hierarchy in terms of like the best teams in Division 1 right now. I feel like it's Case Walden right in their own tier. And Elkhorn, Waukesha West, RVA, Chippewa Falls in like the second category. So I want to see Mukwonago take this one 3-2, but in all honesty, I think Mukwonago is going to show their hearts out today. However, I think Waukesha West is going to make that state return. So give me Waukesha West in a 3-2 victory over Mukwonago. And with those notes being out of the way, we will be ready to begin play here rather shortly. Between two teams looking to write playoff history, in particular Mukwonago, this is their first season in esports, like as a whole. So, to get this far and beat an established team like New Richmond is insane. So while we wait for the teams to join here, I do have the brackets, so we don't have to scroll through a league spot here. So we'll take a look at the results from Division 1 through 3 from last Tuesday. So first we'll start out with the Division 1. So Case Walden getting a win over Horlick 3-0. Hartford Union completing a reverse sweep against Slinger to advance to the second round to take on Case Walden. That was looked to be a phenomenal effort from Hartford Union. Chippewa Falls defeating Wausau West 3-0. RVA defeating West Pier 3-1. Elkhorn defeating Stevens Point by forfeit. Sheboygan South taking care of business against Appleton East. Waukesha West beating Green Bay Southwest, as mentioned before. And then that upset between Mukwonago and New Richmond to top off Division 1. We have Waukesha West in the lobby currently. Still waiting on Mukwonago to join. I'll look at Division 2 real quick. Martin Luther getting there when I believe they played against Two Rivers in the first round, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, we have Mukwonago in here, so we'll have to stop that for right now, and we'll have to get into the action here. Not sure where the third member is for Mukwonago. Again, Javiolito is in, and we are good to go for game number 1 of Mukwonago versus Waukesha West. One team will punch their ticket to state on March 1st at MATC. The other one is sadly going home. Spade Soap colliding for a 50. Javiolito passing it out to Benja to get us going here. Dan Man, great hit. Fire looking to read this touch once again. Passing over to Swerves. Oh, intercepted by Benja. So the team chemistry between Fire, Banana Man, and crew is really gonna help pull Waukesha West towards a potential victory here with that experience. But you know, Mukwonago is just such a scrappy team. You never know what's gonna happen. Benja looking to clear that one off the wall. Swerves. Nice touch just above the crossbar. Way to stick with it for Benja. He's going to pop that out to Fade Soap to launch it over the middle. Benja to touch it again. Try to be a little unpredictable against the Wolverines. Fire looking for a double tap perhaps. Oh, it barely missed it. Oh, no. And Fade Soap there for the save. Heads up play, but Banana Man trying to look to hit that one again. Just backflips in the air awkwardly. Benja was looking for a possible goal as well, but this time Swerves is going to put it in. Fade Soap, unfortunate touch on the ball there. Just couldn't get all of it, and Swerves taking advantage. And that's what's great about Waukesha West is they don't hesitate to take advantage of the other team's weaknesses. That goes to their experience, and that goes to their, you know, overall game sense as a whole. Fire trying to carry this one past Javiolito. He does. Benja, what a save. It goes above the crossbar. It doesn't matter, though, as Banana Man puts it in anyway. That was a crazy-looking goal there for the Wolverines as Banana Man, great concentration, just staying with the ball. That was an awkward situation for everybody involved, but Waukesha West making the heads-up play. Ball is going to be stalemated in the Indians' corner. That's a demo from Swerves. Mukwonago just trying to get the ball away from their side, and Waukesha West is so good at just playing the ball and making sure their opponents get limited opportunities on the offensive side. Swerves, just a simple bounce touch. However, Javiolito is going to be there to make the save. Banana Man going off the left wall, maybe trying to shoot it down to his teammate Swerves, who was in position. However, was cautious of what Mukwonago was going to do on the defensive side. That's a nice save from Fade Soap. Swerves trying to drop that in, however, no good. Benja's shot. Is that in? Oh, it was a little wide to the right here. Fade Soap, though, sticking with it, putting it in for the Indians. And it's a little bit of a deja vu moment for Waukesha West here as a bad touch leads to a goal, but this time for Mukwonago. 2:12 to go in game 1. One possession contest between these two teams, at least for now. But Ant-Man trying to make it a 2-possession contest once again. Aviolito soaring in the skies here over Banana Man there to read. So trying to shoot out Erk's fire with the little boost he has. Swerve's able to carry the ball on 0 boost. Not much you can do in that position. Aviolito launching that one. So we saw that Benja was coming from behind him. Just gets him away from the ball. Swerve's getting it past 1, gets it past 2, gets the boost on the left side of midfield. However, he's not able to regain his momentum. And it gives Mukwonago time. Nice flick up by Benja. Fatesoap gets it over. Another one. Aviolito shot. Oh, it's almost in off that crossbar. Mukwonago looking to put some pressure on Waukesha West here. I mean, coming into this one, no one expected Mukwonago to get this far, so they're playing with virtually nothing to lose at this point. Fatesoap, what a great save. Banana Man puts it in for the Wolverines. Fatesoap just trying to put it out, but Banana Man there for the great read offensively, and Aviolito was not able to get off of that sidewall in time to make a second effort for the Indians on defense. Less than a minute to go here, and the Wolverines are up 2. Banana Man trying to shoot that one down. Swerve's the only one in the vicinity. However, a passing play does not develop. Benja misjudges the touch. Aviolito is squeaking it towards midfield. So I'm going to try to advance this towards the left wall. Maybe a slight little tap at 0 boost. Oh, it was almost enough. Oh, rule 1 between Erk's Fire and Fatesoap in the last 10 of game 1. Wow. Now it's a 2v2 at least for these last 10 seconds. A buzzer beater rejected. Waukesha West gonna win game number 1. Yeah, definitely props to sticking to the rule 1. I think that's only like our second or third one seen on stream throughout the entirety of this season. So always appreciate a good rule 1. And, you know, it didn't feel like Mukwonago got too outpaced in that game 1. I mean, obviously the score is going to show that, but Mukwonago showing some fight throughout most of that. It's just that Waukesha West, again, comes into this as the favorable 3 seed, and, you know, Mukwonago is the underdog 11 seed. It's the same sort of scenario some people had in mind when they played against New Richmond, a number 6 seed who had a ton of experience in playoff competition. And, you know, that core group of AK Foolish, Glader, and Thorn have been together, I think, since before I got here in WIHSEA. Maybe the year I came in or so. Benja almost putting one in for the Indians as I'm taking a trip down to memory lane. Banana Man with a great save on the Fatesoap shot attempt. Benja regathering the ball, trying to put some pressure on the Wolverines here. Oh, Fatesoap, right place, right time. That could have squeaked through for a goal for Waukesha West. And in the first minute and a half of game 1, Mukwonago did a great job of just pacing with Waukesha West. However, this time the Wolverines find a goal early. Unfortunately, just another awkward situation for the Indians here, as Waukesha West is definitely playing the cleaner game of Rocket League. However, it's just a 1-possession game. Plenty of time for Mukwonago to settle in here. Swerve's going up in the air. Could he drop it in? Oh, what a save from Benja! Oh my goodness. He's like Batman with a grappling hook. That was insane. Or if you just have the grappling hook and rumble. Oh my goodness. Benja, another great save. Aviolito launching this one. Fate Soap in position. Great clear from Swerves. Worksfire not able to follow that one up. Benja, beautiful touch. That'll be saved by Banana Man. Already in position to make that save. Goals open. Oh, and Javiolito's shot saved by the bell by Swerves. Mukwonago definitely putting a lot of pressure on this Wolverines team right now. Javiolito pass to Fade, intercepted, deflected, whatever you want to call it, by Erksfire. Less than 3 to go here. Mukwonago has the pressure. They just have not been able to put the goals on. Oh, Venja trying to run interference. Unsuccessful. Banana Man a demo on the Javiolito. And Banana Man with another demo. Just preventing Mukwonago from doing anything. And Waukesha West, again, it just showing their physicality. Showing Mukwonago who's boss here. I mean, Waukesha West did not forget what happened to them last year in the quarterfinals. They want to ensure that they can make it to state here. Oh, double tap going to be a little botched by Erksfire. See what... Oh, Banana Man missing the touch. Fate Soap there in time for the hit. Erksfire, though, reading the challenge, centering the ball. Swerve's coming across from the left side. Not able to put it through. Great save from Javiolito, and both teams moving the ball well, generating pressure offensively. They just cannot seem to find the opening, except for that one Waukesha West goal early in this game from Erksfire. Javiolito just trying to be unpredictable with the ball. Benja almost caught awkward in that position. Could have maybe got demoed off by the Wolverines. Javiolito straight past to Fate Soap. He reads it. Oh, it doesn't have boost to follow it up. Swerves trying to get a pass. Couple bumps going in that back line of Mukwonago. Just trying to flush him out. However, Mukwonago staying strong here. That one, oh, that was a close call. Fate Soap passing it back to Benja. Erksfire trying to get it past Javiolito. He does. Benja makes the rotation in time. However, Waukesha West is just chewing clock here, and they get a second one on the board. And the big thing is Waukesha West's ability to just overwhelm Mukwonago on defense, just making them feel gassed offensively, or excuse me, defensively, trying to save the ball every which way. Javiolito to Fate Soap. Benja with the demo on the Banana Man. Swerves the center. Erksfire the shot, and it's not in. Javiolito, great save. Swerves a demo on the Fate Soap to prevent Mukwonago from doing any, 10-second heroics here. Benja floating that one towards the middle. Save from Swerves. Another center and a bump from Waukesha West. That one centered. Buzzer beater for Banana Man to make it 3-0 in game 2. And Waukesha West is going to win game number 2. At that time, Waukesha West just playing the best defense you could possibly play in that situation against Mukwonago. I mean, 6 saves on the board combined between members of the team. Just incredible defensive showing, and Mukwonago is going to have to play cleaner Rocket League if they're going to make this attempt at a reverse sweep. Swerves off the kickoff, trying to pull a fast one on the Indians. Javiolito faking it past one, can't get it past Erksfire. Benja. Pass down. It's Fate Soap. Slowly developed. Arcsfire, though, is going to get the clear. Benja over to Fate Soap. Over to Javiolito. Oh, my goodness. Fate Soap. No, it's not in. Oh, that would have been such a crazy three-way play from Mukwonago. Javiolito, center. Swerves. Getting up high to ensure the Indians can't reach the top of the cookie shelf there. In this case, reaching the ball that tops the ceiling. Benja with a nice pinch. Landing awkwardly, though. Swerves Banana Man in position. Try to put a early goal in here. Erksfire looking to center at this time. Javiolito beating him to the ball. Over Swerve's going to take it himself. Reads it. Double touches it. Center wobbles too far to the right. The Wolverines to do anything with it. Ball drops down. Benja's in position to read this one off the wall. However, the bounce is weird. Leaves him in an awkward position, and it goes in for Erksfire. Benja again, just sandwiched between Erksfire and Javiolito. They're just trying to juggle the ball. Just unfortunate positioning, unfortunate luck in that scenario. However, Waukesha West up 1. And, you know, coming into this, obviously, one of the storylines was Mukwonago's big win against Richmond. Another storyline is Waukesha West's sort of redemption arc to get back to state after being upset by Whitefish Bay. Benja's shot, no good. Saved by Erksfire. That's crazy. He's already got 3 saves in this game. Swerves with the center. Banana Man in position. And, you know, if Waukesha West isn't connecting on passing plays or making sure Mukwonago is bumped at all times, discombobulated in that back line. Just making things a nightmare for a team in their first year, just playing with house money here. And a lot of contact there. Erksfire launching Fate Soap out of the way to go for the ball. However, none of them actually get the ball in that instance. Man popping that up. Fate Soap is there. Benja going to try to read this off the wall, and again, just Mukwonago is just taking so much time to develop these passing plays, and against faster competition, such as a team like Waukesha West with a ton of chemistry, you cannot afford to go that slow unless if you know how to attack them from a physical standpoint and a mental standpoint. Benja getting a little awkward on the defensive side. Again, Javiolito trying to ride the ball off that right wall. However, Waukesha West just suffocating the opportunities for the Indians here. Not much breathing room. Great save from Fate Soap. That ball's popped up. Javiolito trying to go for a pass. Fate Soap not really in the vicinity for the touch. Benja plops that down. Javiolito does read it. Benja has an opening. Oh, fortunately, rotations going a little south for Mukwonago here. Center for the Wolverines. Fate Soap there to clear it, launching it into Wolverine territory, at least for the moment. 40 seconds to go here. We'll see what happens. Swerves with the bump on the Fate Soap. Benja, this is where the clutch moments might happen. Oh, there it goes. Fate Soap tying the game for the Indians. I just had a feeling. I had a feeling something was about to happen, and boom. There it is. I mean, wow, what a clutch goal from Fate Soap to tie this up at 1:26 to go. Mukwonago needed that goal. That one's popped up. Erksfire gets the touch and the demo. That's huge. Let's see what Mukwonago is able to do here. Can they at least take this into overtime? Ball still has not touched the ground. Waukesha West does have a chance to try and score this year. It's dangerous position. Javiolito to Benja. Gets intercepted by Banana Man. We're in overtime for game 3. Fates up, great touch. Benja going up in the air. Can he beat? Swerves to it. No, it drops. Oh my goodness, what a save from Banana. Fates up, no, rejected. Oh my goodness. 2 near falls for Waukesha West. Oh my goodness. Wow. And we play on in overtime. Erksfire popping that one up. Javiolito in position to make the play, and he does. So gonna have to read a very difficult touch here. Banana Man meets him to the ball. Getting popped up, so much hang time for Waukesha West to do something and pre-plan their routes of attack here. Javiolito shot, no good. A save from Erksfire, barely touch of that one. Bates up a chance here. It's blocked off by 2 Wolverine defenders. Javiolito with the center. Benja off minimal boost. Fate Soap going up. He can't make it. Javiolito over the middle. No, another save from Waukesha West. Javiolito trying to bounce this one in. Another save for Waukesha West. Death, Taxes, and Waukesha West showing out on WIHSEA quarterfinal playoff streams for Rocket League. Oh my goodness. That one goes over Javiolito. Benja flicks it past Banana Man. Erksfire had control of the ball for the moment. Javiolito a demo on a Banana Man. Things starting to open up maybe for the Indians. However, they gotta get Swerves out of position. Benja with the center. It's still in play. Fate Soap going up. Oh, he does not put it in. Oh no. He just missed it off the crossbar. This is insane. Fate Soap over the middle. No. Waukesha West is just not allowing anything to go in. Fate Soap. No, it's just wide to the left. This has been all Mukwonago in their pressure right now. They're just keeping it alive right now. Fate Soap. Shot. No good again. And Erksfire has an opening, but Benja there just in time to stop it. Banana Man, can he put the dagger in? No. Now Waukesha West cannot get too overzealous on defense here. Fate Soap missing the touch. Javiolito though, clutch. Javiolito the center. Benja going up. Can he put it in? No, another save of Banana Man. Erksfire, the dagger, the center. Oh my goodness, we're still playing away. No, another save. What? Unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're a fan of saves in Rocket League, this is the game for you. Unbelievable. Javiolito putting it up. It's not in. Banana Man, another save. Erksfire this time. Fate Soap, the center. Oh my goodness, is that gonna roll in? Oh, it's just too slow for Benja. Too slow. Javiolito trying to force it in. Erksfire there. Benja looking to go for a double. Can't go. Javiolito. His shot saved by Swerves. All 6 of these players have to be like mentally gassed at this point. Like, this is over 4-minute overtime here. This is insane. Absolutely incredible. Javiolito trying to pass it out to Fate Soap. Does not have boost. Benja working with only 20. I can't do much of anything with those touches. Fate Soap. Nice clear, launching it middle of the field. Banana Man, 5 saves on the board. Insane. Swerves 4. Got to check the count for Fire as well. Swerve shot not in. A demo from Javiolito. That ball's up. Benja trying to pass it to Javiolito. Unlimited boost. Fate Soap missing the touch. Banana Man center. Benja with the hit. Demo from Javiolito. We have crossed over 5 minutes in overtime here. Can that be the dagger? And it is! Waukesha West is going to win this 3-0 in a series that absolutely did not feel like a 3-0. Oh my goodness. This took a little bit too long for the Indians to get hot. And Waukesha West clutch on defense. GG's to both teams. This was insane. Oh no, and unfortunately Mukwonago gonna leave the lobby before we can actually see the saves, the shots. Differential here, but there was a lot of saves on the side of Waukesha West. I believe combined that was like over at least a dozen saves for Waukesha West throughout that entire thing, and Mukwonago just putting up shot after shot after shot. And it just came down to Waukesha West clutch gene on the defensive side. I mean, dude, this is such an amazing video game. I mean, there's so many different things that can happen. So many storylines that develop based on the league created to cover the game of Rocket League. You've got us with WIHSEA. You've got the collegiate leagues like NECC. You've got WCRL. You've got all these leagues that have all these teams that, generate these great storylines. And I think today was just a great example of that between Mukwonago, an underdog team who was not supposed to be this far into the Division 1 playoffs, being, battle tested against a Waukesha West team who has been to the grand stage before. And, we're upset by a double-digit seed in Winter 24, only to come back in triumphant fashion to beat Mukwonago, an 11 seed, to advance to the state championship. So congratulations to Waukesha West. Congratulations to Mukwonago on a phenomenal first year. 7-7 record is not abysmal at all, especially for your first year. And, this team has shown their ability to compete with the highest teams. I mean, talked about before, them taking a game off of Case Walden in the series they played against him back in week 6, and now to almost take a game off of Waukesha West, one of the best teams in Division 1. I mean, the future is bright for Mukwonago if they continue to play Rocket League for WIHSEA, and I'm just happy that we got to feature them 2 or 3 times this season, and happy we got Waukesha West back on the streams as well. One of the more prominent teams in WIHSEA that is yet to win a state championship, with hopes of doing that this season. However, Case Walden is going to be, very, very difficult to beat. But with that ending, I think we could look at some league spot standings before we end today's stream. Let's see if anything has ended just yet. So let me get things set up real quick here. Have our beautiful Be Right Back screen, thanks to our new graphic designer, Harmony, who has made the overlay graphics and the Be Right Back graphic. We still kept the original Starting Soon graphic because, I mean, that thing is just amazing. Absolutely beautiful. Shout out to our former graphic designer, Kato, from the season before I came into WIHSEA. So this would be spring 21 that the Starting Soon stream was made. So hats off to him for making that beautiful piece of video footage for us, if you will. Okay, let me pull up the tabs for each of the divisions here real quick, so I don't gotta scroll everywhere. But yeah, again, just a phenomenal ending to that game. A 5-minute and 16-second overtime is absolutely bonkers. I think that's the longest overtime we've ever seen. I mean, we've outstretched it to 4 minutes before, but I mean, with those constant saves back and forth, nothing like that has ever happened that I can at least remember I mean, I know back when we did the Winter 23 gauntlet, when it was Shawano and Wisconsin Connections Academy, I think the game 2 was sensational, back and forth action, going for around like 3 minutes or so, and Betwork just putting in the goal to, give Shawano a chance to stay in the series with Wisconsin Connections. It was a best of 7, but WCA ended up taking that one 4-1. But still, that game 2 was pivotal because it tied the game up 1-1 in that best of 7. So that was one of the greatest calls of my career, I think. That's why it's in the hype video that I put out earlier this season to promote my comeback here. I mean, there's so many great moments in this association. That's why I love doing this so much. So enough about me. We will go to Division 3 to see what has transpired so far. So Pacelli looking to be on their way to state 2-0 over St. Lawrence. So far, Valders was the defending champion from last season. However, they did have a forfeit loss to St. Lawrence. Not sure what happened there. Williams Bay 2-0 against Watoma, so they're likely to make it to match up against Pacelli in the the semifinal for Division 3 at state, MATC. I'm really hoping that Pacelli is going to take this. They have been fiending for a championship for the last 2 seasons, making 2 consecutive finals appearances. The first being in Division 5 in Winter 23, and the second being in Division 3 of Winter 24 last year. We see that Deerfield has made it, as well as Barron, to state. They'll play each other in the semifinal, the lower semifinal of Division 3. So we'll go over to Division 2, see if anything has transpired. No surprise there. Fox Valley making it to state to try and get a three-peat for the first time in WIHSEA history. No other team has been able to three-peat in esports, so Fox Valley has a unique opportunity. Port Washington is up 2-0 against St. What? Okay. Interesting. So now I understand why Wi-Fi was like if St. Croix and Elkhorn. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. Okay, St. Croix is attempting. Wow. Oh my goodness. Wow. Port Washington came to play today. Wow. Okay, so they did get the game 3 win. Okay, so St. Croix is trying to come back. Gotcha. Wow, that's a surprising. Well, it's a surprising 2-0 start for Port Washington. I knew they were going to be competitive in that game, but I didn't know they were going to jump out to that 2-0 lead. Wow. Whitefish Bay currently up 1-0 against Grafton. Martin Luther and MSL yet to be documented. And we'll go over to Division 1 real quick. Case Walden returning to state. First time they are combined as a team, though. RVA currently up 2-1 against Chippewa Falls. That's another good match as well. Oh, Elkhorn upset. What? Okay. Interesting. Yeah. I think you did say something about that Wi-Fi. I was just trying to concentrate on the game. But what? My bracket is busted. How did that happen? Wow. Unbelievable. Johnny V, also Angel, Angry Emoji. Congratulations. I mean, this is their first year too. And they're at state. That's incredible. That is incredible. Wow. That is incredible. That might be the Whitefish Bay win over Waukesha West, but for this season in terms of that context. And then our game, Waukesha West versus Mukwonago, finishing 3-0 in favor of Waukesha West. They'll play Sheboygan South at state, so that should be a very interesting matchup. Let's see if anything else has updated before we end the stream here. But I mean, wow. So yep, Division 3 officially locked in. We have Pacelli taking on Williams Bay, and then Deerfield taking on Barron. So Division 3 is complete as far as, on-site, gaming lounge play. and they'll be all 4 of these teams will be heading to LAN on March 1st at MATC for the Division III playoffs. One of these 4 teams are going to be known as the Division III champion. Go to Division II. Martin Luther has made state, and they'll be awaiting their opponent, either Whitefish Bay or Grafton. And Fox Valley awaits their opponent, either Port Washington or St. Croix. What's funny is in my early predictions, I did predict Port Washington to get this upset. However, I did change my mind because I'm just like, look, that's more of a thing that I want to see, not a thing that, something that, that was in my gut. My gut feeling was St. Croix winning that, but, just throwing a silly little upset, I think Port Washington, defeating St. Croix would be such a huge upset, especially because St. Croix was so close to beating Fox Valley in their match of the week. So, and I know Port Washington has been really adamant about making it to state again. So to see that drive and the passion come out in the series, I mean, with this 2-1 score right now, that's great to see. We'll see how it holds up, though. And Division 1, we're still waiting on the RVA and Chippewa Falls match to conclude here. So it looks like RVA got the first 2 games, and now Chippewa Falls is attempting a reverse sweep. Okay, game 4. Okay, so it's 2-2 there between Chippewa Falls and Rural Virtual Academy. Okay. So a couple of nail-biting games that are going to finish up probably in about 20-ish minutes or so, but that'll do it for our coverage of the Winter 2025 Division 1 quarterfinal match between Waukesha West and Mukwonago. So this will be it for regularly streamed WIHSEA Rocket League competition. Outside of March 1st, Madison Area Technical College State Championship with Mario Kart and Rocket League, I do plan to make a return to WIHSEA Rocket League State. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. That I'm actually able to show up, because I haven't been at a LAN since Winter 2023 for Rocket League. So to be at a LAN for Rocket League again is going to be so special. And I can't wait to see everybody who's, been supporting me throughout this entire season, and, just have a blast seeing who comes out on top in these 3 divisions and who ultimately wins the gauntlet between the division champions. So thank you all for welcoming me back to an incredible season of Winter 2025 Rocket League. I couldn't have done it without the support of you guys. And, the schools just doing their thing with Rocket League, just playing tremendously. I know some of the streams, they were not that competitive, but most of them, we had some banger games. We had the Whitefish Bay versus MSOs of the world, the Whitefish Bay versus Port Washingtons of the world. We had St. Croix versus Fox Valley. We had Martin Luther versus Fox Valley. Elkhorn versus Sheboygan South High School. Mukwonago making their debut. I mean, we had so many iconic moments in this season. It's not even funny. And I guarantee you there's going to be a few more moments made at the state championship, March 1st, 2025. Madison Area Technical College for both Rocket League and Mario Kart. It is free to attend for anybody who's watching this and wondering, hey, can I come to the Winter 2025 state championship event? Yes, you can. It is free to attend. You can come and network with, the different colleges. You can just enjoy some Rocket League. You can connect with some of the other players. It is a inclusive environment for everybody to enjoy esports as a whole. This is what we do. This is our big blowout, if you will, for each season, just to have some semifinal and grand final competition, award some trophies, and just have a blast as a community to support Wisconsin esports. So once again, I have been Andrew Shishuna, your fellow WIHSEA commentator. Thanking you all for such an incredible Winter 2025 season from weeks 1 to 7. The first round on the quarterfinal. Plan to be at state for Winter 2025 Rocket League, and I will see you guys then. But for now, have a great rest of your evening, and make sure to check on the Division 1, 2, and 3 brackets going to WIHSEA.leaguespot.gg to be updated with what is going to transpire with the conclusion of the quarterfinals of Winter 2025 Rocket League. But for now, have a good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wait. Hold up. Wi-Fi has just told me to look at the... Say, oh my goodness, it actually happened. There's no way. There's actually no way. Port Washington pulls off the upset. Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh, what? 3-2. What a narrow series. Oh my goodness. I wish I would have picked this matchup. Oh, dude. Wow. That's honestly amazing for Port Washington because, you know, their players have just been so dedicated to making it back to state, and defeating St. Croix in the quarterfinals, a huge upset, and now they're going to play against Fox Valley Lutheran. So the dream of having St. Croix at state has been diminished, and you know, that Martin Luther versus Fox Valley matchup could happen in the finals, but don't count out Port Washington, and, you know, don't count out Whitefish Bay or Grafton, depending on who wins that series in D2. But yeah, definitely a crazy day for WIHSEA playoffs. So many big upsets. Unbelievable. The brackets are just busted for everybody as far as like predicting a perfect bracket, but oh man, that's just wild. Alrighty, well, with that being said, for real this time, have a great rest of your evening, everybody. See you on March 1st, 2025 for Winter 2020.